right, put a stack of pies for her, a stack of pies for me. Which one?
I think this is all of it.
Just get over there. Go, don't walk right toward the gun.
Sorry.
Put pies in there. Put them in. Don't creep up on me like that.
Larry, seriously.
You like apple?
I do like apple, but don't make me, I don't want to have to choose between you.
Just Larry.
Well, that was a clip from one of the new movies in theaters, Tammy, starring Melissa McCarthy and, of course, our own Michelle Lee.
Yep, but is the movie worth your $10 plus nachos with cheese and jalapenos? That is my favorite movie snack, by the way. But
Good.
with us is our resident movie critic, Will Loper.
Well, good morning. You know, it really pains me to say this, especially since Michelle Lee was in the movie, but Tammy is just not that great a movie, or as good as it could have been. So McCarthy stars, and if you love Melissa McCarthy, there's probably enough here to keep you entertained just based on her antics alone. It's the story where the movie really suffers. We start with Tammy hitting a deer with her car, being late to work and getting fired. What's worse, her husband is cheating on her, so she says, I'm out of here, but she needs her grandma's car. Susan Sarandon plays her grandma and agrees to let Tammy use her car if she can come with. Thus begins what should be a hilarious road trip movie. My biggest problem is that the movie doesn't have a clear direction where it's going. The best part of the movie is when Tammy robs the Topper Jacks because there's a defined goal. Tammy needs to get money to bail her grandma out of jail, or her grandma might die because she needs diabetes medicine. We know what's at stake, the audience gets invested, and the sequence is really funny, and there's a reason that that's the scene they keep showing in all the trailers. The rest of the movie, we don't really have that. Tammy and Grandma go to a bar, Tammy and Grandma go to Kathy Bates' house and have a party, Grandma makes out with a man at the bar. None of it feels like it's really going anywhere, and the movie suffers because of it. McCarthy is fun to watch, but in my opinion, she's more fun to watch in Bridesmaids or The Heat.
But wasn't it like #2 at the box office this weekend?
It was #2. I mean, McCarthy is a big draw, but, you know, people see it and then, you know.
Yeah. They go to it and then they think, eh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Well, that's too bad.
It is.
Yeah.
So for ratings, I'm giving this plot lines 0.25 Melissa McCarthy's.
0.25?
0.25. The robbery sequence gets a full Melissa McCarthy. Melissa McCarthy herself, 0.75. She's better in other movies. So final score, 2 out of 5 fast food apple pies.
All right.
So what's next?
Next up, I went and saw Earth to Echo. So this tells the story of 3 boys who are best friends, but they're going to get split up because a highway has to be built where their houses are. But on their last day together, their phones start to act a little weird, and they investigate. Turns out it's a map to the middle of the desert where they find a little alien. Now, this movie is shot in the style of found footage, so everything we see is ostensibly from the camcorder or GoPro that the boys have. Now, I'm all for found footage if it elevates the material in some way, but in this case, it's just a gimmick that ends up detracting from the movie. The children are all unknowns as well, and unfortunately, they all give up the child actor vibe instead of feeling like real kids. At times, I felt like I was watching 3 30-year-olds trapped inside 12-year-olds' bodies, speaking through them. Children watching this movie will totally pick up on that lack of realism, and frankly, they'll just be kind of bored by the movie.
Okay, but I see a guy who's not really unknown if you watch America's Got Talent. You know, I love reality TV. The black kid in there.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, and he's supposed to be like a rising star, so unknown to most, but
unknown to most, yeah. I mean, I think this might be his first feature film role, so
yeah, hopefully not first and last, right?
yeah, exactly. Hopefully he goes on to better things. So.
All right. What did you rate this one?
I gave this 1.5 out of 5 Super 8 cameras filming E.T. This movie rips off both Super 8 and E.T., and those are movies you're better off seeing instead of this.
All right, real quickly, last movie.
Last movie I saw, Life Itself, that chronicles the life and death of movie critic Roger Ebert. It's in limited theaters or video on demand. If you have interest in movies, this is a great movie. It's funny, it's touching, it's a little sad since, you know, it does show his decline in health and death, but it's really amazing seeing the effect he had on so many people's lives.
Thumbs?
So,
I think I would like that.
Oh, yeah. It's 4 thumbs out of 5. 4 thumbs up.
Nice.
So see it if you have a chance.
So what's coming up next week?
Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
That'll be interesting. Well,
Hopefully.
thanks so much, Will.
Thank you.